right. Hi, hello. Hello, hello. I went to the gym. I need to like get my chair tightened. I did so many chores this morning. Ran some errands and went to the gym. Had a late lunch with the hubs. Got to spend some quality time together. Took a shower, and now I am back in my office. So I need to put on some makeup real quick so that I can film a few videos pretty quickly. I have if y'all saw, I made a bunch of my like past like monthly live streams private or set them to like members only, and I used to do that quite frequently, and then I stopped, and then especially with the live stream that I did about the Without a Crystal Ball stuff, I not relating to her specifically, but I didn't like a few things that I said in there, like responding to like trolls basically. So I took that down. And then also I saw some feedback that people were like, she could have, done it a lot faster or whatever. So I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. So, well, that's a little bit too like straight, but oh well. So I was like, you know what? I am going to go ahead and make like a more concise video about it, and then like go over all of it in like layman's terms and all that. So, and give like my like theories and stuff, because we had like 1,200 people on the live stream when we went over that, and then it like, we took a little bit of a break. We talked all about it and stuff, and then from there, after that, after like taking a break for like an hour and just like hanging out, then we did or I talked about like my theories of like what I think could happen, and like yikes, and like possible defenses and stuff like that. So yeah, so I want to go over that in a video, and realistically I could like do it all within like 30ish minutes and go over like the more like important parts, kind of just like how I did with the live stream. And like I said, I'm going to do that. And what else? There was something else that I was going to say about that. Because like I already have like my outline, like y'all saw like my outline, like it's pretty impressive. So I'm going to go over that, and then like send it over to Ethan, and then that way he'll be able to put that out, or edit it, pardon me, and put it out at the probably next week. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I already have, I think, 3 videos that are in like the queue, that are in like his like to be edited folder. Yeah, I have 3 right now that are in there. So I'm gonna film probably 2 more videos tonight, other than that one. And I actually have to film 2 more videos tomorrow as well. More like deep dive, like opinion, which I know some people like don't like when I use the word deep dive. Sorry, but a like an opinion piece, kind of like one of my like unethical influencer videos, going over all in with Ari. And whenever I do like I mean, listen, I call it a deep dive because it's like a standalone video, like about one person. It's not, a reaction video or anything like that. So that's why I call it that. And it's fine. We can have a different interpretations of those things. But I am going to go over that and like offer, or whenever I do any video like that, I go over the, like I present to you, and y'all, a lot of y'all know this, I present like why like I have the opinion that I do, but I present you all the information first and like the facts, and then go over like scandals or lawsuits or whatever, and then I give my opinion at the end. Cannot wait for the video about all in with Ari. Yeah, It's pretty wild. I've watched this other guy's video about it. I watched a little bit of Not Another Housewife, Marissa, a little bit of her video on it, and then I saw that Radiant Brit had done one too. I didn't watch her video though, not for like any reason or whatever, but yeah, I didn't watch her video on it. But then I watched this one guy's video and I even commented on it because he some of the things he was saying were like I don't know. I liked that he was like debunking things that claims about her that people were making, and he was like showing documents and proof and stuff, and um I just thought that was interesting. And then it was hilarious. Like he literally, I even commented, I was like, I love the fact that you like you described what Pinterest is and like how people use it. Like that's hilarious. Like I love that. The love sack no longer belongs to Chelsea. Oh, it hasn't for a long time. Um, can I lay with Wegum? Yeah, you definitely can. How mad was your hairstylist about the breakage from the bald cap? We talked about it for sure. We definitely talked about it. And she even said, she's like, Chelsea, I know that it's breakage from that because you don't have breakage anywhere else on your head. It's literally just back there. And I was like, I'm really sorry. And she's like, you don't even have to do the back of your head. Like, don't do that. She's like, a lot of times in movies and stuff, like and on sets, they won't even put like all the hair up here. They'll do it in like a low ponytail and then like have the person like wear like a higher collar so like you don't see it. And I was like, yeah, but I can't do that. And she's like, well, people aren't seeing the back of you. I was like, I still can't. I can't do it. I'm really sorry. Everyone using Deep Dive. What's wrong with that? Ooh, that was disgusting. I'm so sorry that you heard that. Wow. Gross. But I, just a lot of people, the feedback I got from like my video on Without a Crystal Ball, a lot of people were like, it wasn't a deep dive. And it's like, okay, ma'am, it was actually. And it's like, you can just say that you're like mad that I didn't go over like every single scandal that she's ever been involved in. I I purposely didn't do that. I have this one like bump on my eyebrow right here, and it's so weird. It's like a mole inside my eyebrow. It's very weird. I think you can call it whatever you want. It's your video. That's absolutely correct. Yeah. I have a girlfriend who out burps literally everyone I've ever met. Yeah, sorry about that. That was disgusting. Is a total loser and they don't like him. I would have never known about him unless you spoke about it. Who? Oh, okay. So my 14-year-old son mentioned Andrew Tate. I turned my head so fast. How do you know about him? He said YouTube recommendations. Then he went on saying how all of his friends say that he's a total loser. Good. He is a loser. He's an idiot. That would be like a 3-hour long video. Yeah, Cass, I agree. I completely agree. And then there were a lot of people after like I did my live stream, going over the court documents. There are a lot of people who are like, oh my God, and she hates the anti-KJ community. I was like, I never said that. And like, no, I don't. It's like, it's just that, I was giving feedback and, saying, there are a lot of people who, try to, criticize her on just like random shit that doesn't even matter. And then get like mad about like anything and really have like bitch eating crackers syndrome, and that like, that's fine, whatever. But I really do think that, when you try to pair that with, like actual criticism or critiques of her content and her reporting and, her channel in general, then it can kind of it makes it, I'd say, I don't want to say it like diminishes your argument, but it kind of makes it harder for people to like understand you and like see where you're coming from, because it's like, all right, like, all right, Thank you for sharing, because I was able to talk to him about how inappropriate he is. I love that. My daughters think that Tate is a jerk. I want AW Fab super deep dive. I know you see a dermatologist regularly, but if it's an actual mole, mention it to your derms, and then next family member as you start under the eyebrow. Yeah, no, it's fine. We're all good. Could you send me a link to what you covered with Unique, please? I haven't talked about Unique before. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You can search my channel though. You can search Unique on my channel and then something will pop up if I have talked about them. Their products are so shitty. They're like so shitty. Super shitty. They are definitely guilty of greenwashing as well, in my opinion, like real bad. Anyways, I occasionally get big pimples in my eyebrows and I hate it. Oof, rough. Yeah, I had a little one right here. I just did the little tool to release it, if you will, a second ago. But yeah, happy to see your face today. Thanks, girl. Thanks. But yeah, I've been working on the, all in with Ari stuff and fixing some stuff on the Brittany Dawn whole thing. But I don't know. I really think that I still feel like I should like wait a little bit on Brittany Dawn because there's more stuff that's like that I know that could possibly like come out that I'm like, should I like wait so that I can include that in the video? But I don't know, maybe I should just have like the entire video done basically and like everything, and then I can add in stuff if I need to. I don't know. It's a struggle because now I've pushed it off like 3 times, or pushed it back rather. It's quite frustrating. Okay, where is my thingamadoo? My lethal guy. There's this one. Okay. Do you see my super chat? I don't. Oh, yes, I do, actually. There we go. Thank you for your super chat. I didn't see it. Thank you for letting me know. I suggest, like in Legion's videos, he talked about the dad of Ari's kid, and he has some valid points in his video too. Yeah, I'll watch that possibly. I don't really want to like talk about the like her kid's dad, especially because like that's a private person, and I don't really think that's necessarily like a good leak, you know? So, what do you think of Backwoods Barbie? I don't know who that is. Do not know who that is. And that's not me being shady. I literally don't know who that is. But oh well. Okay. All right, we gonna be a little bit simple today because I only have a few videos to film, and then I like just, you're lucky. Oh, ooh, okay. Yoicks. Officially in a yoga instructor. Yay. When's the RA video coming out? Probably next week. Yeah, probably next week. I wanted it to come out earlier, but it'll probably come out next week because I have to get the sponsor approved. Or the ad read. I have to have them approve the ad read. Yeah. Oof, my goodness. Oh, yeah, my like butt bone is hurting from being on the bike again today. But I got all my cardio out of the way, and I did 60 miles total this week on the bike, which is awesome. Super exciting. And I feel amazing. So that's fun. Okay. Oh, the wig's in the background is totally unbothered. Yeah, that's a wig. He's definitely unbothered. He's just the sweetest, just a little sweet little boy. I had an allergic reaction to their skincare. It's a whose skincare? It's a Unique. That doesn't surprise me because all their products are absolutely a garbage. Yeah. I haven't been on the bike in 20 years. I'm very proud of myself for avoiding it for that long. That's pretty impressive. I can't sit on a regular bike because it hurts my butt too much. I have to use the recumbent one. Yeah. Yeah, Wiggum is completely unbothered. All right. I'm going to stick to what I say today, and I'm going to just do something super simple. Super simple. Nothing crazy, just super simple. Okay, Chelsea, do you hear me? You're not going to sit here and be on live for 5 hours when you have videos to film. I use a color switch. You can get them at Ulta or Target or Walmart. What the heck? That's weird. Or like anywhere like that. No, I mean, he sets the record straight on some of the gossip going around about Ari. They don't mention personal details about the dad. It's a recap of the combo. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, this one guy I watched, he I can't remember what his name is, but he, and I even told him, I was like, yeah, I'll link you in my video too, because I liked what he was putting out. But yeah, he even like he did the same thing as that, like set the record straight from like gossip threads and stuff that had been started, and he was like, it's just crazy that people are like running with like things, like running with stuff with like no proof. Oof, could you imagine if I like wore those today? That's crazy. And he's like, if you just take like 5 seconds to to just like think about something or like review it or even try to find proof regarding something that you are saying, like you would see that it's not like, interesting. But yeah, I mean, people, when they, don't want to like you or don't want to agree with something you're saying or whatever, they would rather just like believe whatever they can or suspend their disbelief to make it so that what they are saying makes more sense. And that's really unfortunate, honestly, but you know what? That's okay. We like rational people here, People truly have no boundaries on here. I love when creators respect private citizens. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't want to like bring any. Oh my god, this brush is like shedding so bad. I guess I need to get new ones. I've also had this brush for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Yeah. Super weird. Weights in a treadmill. Only things that don't nutrients to kill me. Yeah, I was trying to like look at just like a lot more stuff about her, and I mean, other than like her criminal record and those like court documents and stuff, I feel like there's like not really anything else out there. And I don't know, it's just I've been thinking about it a lot over the past few days, and I was like, I don't want people to like get mad at me and be like, if I say like I don't necessarily like think that she's like a scammer. I don't know. It's just so weird. But I'll present like everything, obviously, and go over it and try to like see both sides of it and like talk it out and stuff. But I don't know. It's like a weird. It's just like a weird thing. Definitely a weird thing. It is interesting though, because multiple people have been like, oh yeah, she had like one video go viral and like gained so many like subscribers and so many views like so quickly. And they're like, oh, well, she has so much money now because like of that. And it's like, she doesn't have, like, by the time people were saying that, it's like, well, she's been on YouTube for like what, 3 weeks, and you don't get paid for that month's views until the month after. So it's like, she doesn't have any of that money yet. Like, what are you talking about? But I can definitely try to like figure out how, and like actually do the math and see how much I would like think that she would have made from all the like views so far. But also, if you get like like if you get that many views fast, like you're like, that's you're gonna get more money. So for instance, if I have a video get 1 million views in over like 2 months or 3 months or whatever, and then she has a video that, or someone else has a video that makes that gets like 1 million views within like a week or like a few days, that video of theirs is going to make more money like total than my video, because YouTube's pushing it out more. The your click per 1,000 view like rate, your what is it, CPM, your CPM rate is going to be like higher. So it's real weird. But yeah, videos that get more views faster make more money, and your videos, not yours, but YouTube videos typically make like the bulk of their money within the first 48 hours or, you know, few days of them being posted. But yeah, I mean, y'all know I always like to put stuff like that in my videos and just like kind of explain stuff like that, because it's like, I understand like it's easy. Sorry, I keep saying the word like, that's annoying. I know it's easy to just assume things, but it's important to understand as well, like, okay, well, you know, this actually isn't how this happens, or, you know, this isn't necessarily true, or things like that. But it was quite interesting that I saw someone say like, yeah, well, no, she's like set for life. I'm like, no, she's not. She's not set for life. Like, how much money do you think she got? You think she got, you know, $1 million from, you know, that ad revenue? Probably not. Like, what are you talking about? Also, she got to pay taxes on that. So I hope she's like saving. There are like some other aspects of it that I do want to talk about just after, like, so I watched videos of hers, and then I also watched videos like made about her too. And just from things that she was saying, I was like, you better be careful, girl. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she was saying, like, yeah, I have all these people like reaching out to me, and, you know, all these producers. And I was like, why would you have producers reaching out to you? Like, yeah, you grew fast on YouTube, but like, that's not necessarily like how that works. Also, there are a lot of scams like that, and people, you know, like, or like casting calls and stuff like that. I mean, I get like casting call emails. I get that. Doesn't mean I'm, you know, gonna be good for something, or that I'm gonna do something, or that it's legit. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. Like the way she was like talking about stuff. I think she maybe was getting like a little bit too excited, or like ahead of herself maybe. I also think it's that Ari showed up on everyone's recommended list. People found that weird. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, if something is being like pushed out by YouTube because it's getting so many views, I mean, it's when the algorithm likes you, it likes you. I don't think that she is like in the know with anyone um at YouTube necessarily. And there are people who, like, even the way she phrased something in one of her last videos, she's like, yeah, you know, I met someone at Starbucks, and like he like works on the production side with YouTube. It made it sound like the person worked like for Google, which I don't think they did. And I just thought that was very interesting. And I really hope that she, you know, becomes a little, and it sounds bad, but like, I really hope she becomes like a little bit more closed off, because it's like, girl, you're gonna get like taken advantage of and scammed. Like your vlogs are fine. Why do you need someone to like help you with production? Like, what are you doing? You're like, not, I don't know. And I'm going to talk about that too, but it like doesn't seem like she's like very good with money, especially the fact that she went to a there we go. Went to a whatchamacallit, a oh my god, I cannot think of the word. It's in my brain, but I just can't say it. Mercedes dealership. There we go. Jesus. Went to a Mercedes dealership to like look at one of their Sprinter vans, to get a Sprinter van to like, you know, live that van life. Which, sure, go for it. And I think that's actually really smart of her. And I'm going to talk about this in the video too. I think it's really smart of her to do that instead of like get an apartment, because then she can still maintain these subscribers that were interested in her like nomad life or like unhoused life or homeless life, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, anyways, so there, yeah, I'm gonna go through like her videos one more time, and because I'm filming that video tomorrow, I'll probably go through them tonight and just like write down some notes and be like, because there were a lot of things that I was like, why would you phrase this way, or like why would you say this way? I don't know, real weird. And of course, there's also like the argument. I mean, I know y'all are getting like a little bit of a sneak peek into all this that I'm going to say in the video, and I'll obviously go over more in that video too. But I just think it's so interesting. It's like, I forgot what I was just going to say. I swear to God, my brain. Shoot, what was it? Oh, the argument of like, oh well, you know, she has this like past, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, maybe she wanted to start over. You know, I mean, like you don't. It's definitely something that I'm going to talk about with like the whole like parasocial relationship type of thing. And just, I mean, y'all know how I like to go into like mini deep dives within like a video, but I'm going to bring up that point too of I understand to a point where it's like, okay, I want to know, like if I'm supporting this person, like I want to know like about their background, their backstory, but then it's like why do you need to know like about her backstory if you're just watching her videos? Like there were some things that I saw and I was just like, what? Like why do you need to do that? I thought it's weird. So I'm gonna go over that as well. It's just it was really like it was weird. And about a lot of people are like, oh, she's scamming, and it's like, okay, well, how? Because, you know, because it's like if you're giving I understand if you're giving money to someone under like false pretenses, but like she lives in her car, you know. Um I don't know. I obviously need to like articulate what the hell I'm gonna say, but it's just I think it's I don't know. It's pretty weird, you know? I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to say fuck it, sell everything, and just buy a van style motorhomes and just leave. Yeah, I agree. Some people choose to live in their car versus not having a choice. Yeah, I'm gonna discuss that too. I'm gonna go over that as well because I think that's important to talk about. I've sometimes been worried I would end up living in my car. Yeah, it's like she did it like by choice. Like she was living like with someone, and then she even said she was like, yeah, and you know, I now like I have like the freedom or whatever, and it's like, okay, all right. Um, but like I said, I do think it's like smart of her to try to do like the whole van life thing. But then also I remember there's one time that she said, um, she was like, yeah, because like I'm working and like I you know I have like bills and you know it's hard because like it's so expensive to live out here. And I, even after I said it, I was like, I feel bad for saying that, but in my head, I was like, live out there, you live in your car. Like, okay, so you have a car payment, but you don't have rent. Usually that's like everyone's biggest payment, right? So like, what else is your money going towards? Because like, you don't, you live in your car, you could live anywhere, right? Like, you don't have to live out there. And that's what a few other people said as well was like, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like, why'd you go out there? But I'm also going to bring up the point of like, it seems like she may be the type of person too that like maybe is just like aloof and like um, doesn't like plan stuff out very well and all that. So yeah, I've seen a different YouTuber doing the living in the car, like an urban nomad traveling and living in car by choice. Anyone else watch the woman who lives in a van with her cats? Totally pumped. Oh, man. I did it for a short period of time and it was shit. Reminds me of Janelle. I imagine people could use gym memberships for showering, not my cup of tea, but it seems feasible. Yeah, I've heard that too. And I think that's actually what she said as well. She said that she has a gym membership and that she like showers there and stuff. And I know it helps when there's like if it's like a YMCA or a like a Crunch or an LA Fitness or like one of the chain ones where they're like all over. So like that really helps. And yeah, I mean, then you can, go work out. You can, use their showers and stuff. Like I'm sure that's really helpful. I mean, that's really, really smart. And especially like if it's a lot of those places have like covered parking too. So I mean, you could even like be in their garage too with your car. I mean, obviously most of them don't allow like overnight parking, but you could park there. Charge your phone there. I've seen a lot of people that do that. It depends how she gets her water, plumbing, electric, and gas is expensive. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that she lives in her car. So she doesn't have any of that. And she said multiple times that she has to go to somewhere with internet to be able to, like, she doesn't have like a mobile like internet thing. I mean, yeah, she probably has like a phone bill. I understand that. But when like she said that, I was like, what? And I get it, gas is expensive. I completely understand that. So yes, per like where you are, like yes, the gas is going to be more expensive. So I get that, but I'm just like, excuse me, like what you talking about? And yes, I understand that like everything else is more expensive in California. But again, like I was saying, I mean, and I'm never the type of person who's like, oh, if you don't like somewhere, leave. Like, obviously, you can't just fucking leave. I get that. However, she had previously said that like she's not from there. She just moved there and she like didn't know anybody there. So yeah, maybe she's made like connections and stuff, but also she just quit her job. And so it's like you don't really have like anything tying you to there, you know? Anyways, so I just found that interesting. Um, yeah. And, of course, there's the argument of um, the person I'm talking about is this YouTuber, Ari, All In with Ari, and she has like a pretty extensive like criminal past and um, alleged like child abuse or child neglect and child, I guess like child endangerment. Actually, all three of them technically it could be. And she said she left because of DV. Yeah, yeah, that's why she said she left. And I get it. I've fucking been there. Yeah. Googlins. Yeah. So it's real interesting. And obviously, I think, that's what happens when, you blow up on the internet. I mean, she did. She, she fucking got more subscribers than I've, had over 6 years. She got that within 3 weeks. So, I just think it's really interesting. And obviously, she, um, like I think all the like speculation and all like the, rumors and exposing and all of that came before she like even had like a chance to like address it. So I just find that really interesting. And I'm going to talk about that too. Like before people like knew her. But we are going to talk about the in a little video. Gonna talk, and this is really just like a way for me to like talk it out with y'all too, but we're gonna discuss the like rumors and shit and like all the speculation and stuff and all that. But then also, that's good. I forgot what else I was gonna say. My brain is just today. I mean, isn't it always like that? But yeah, we're gonna talk about all that. But yeah, there's just a lot of people who I think don't know what they're talking about. And then obviously we're gonna discuss like the like weird aspects of it where it seems like she maybe isn't being super, forthcoming. And yeah, I'm worried for her based on how she how she acts. She seems so trusting. Uh, I don't know. I think in regards to like when you grow so quickly, yes, and if you're referring like in like the trusting aspect of it with that, then yes, I agree. There are people who grow very quickly on the internet and then they get taken advantage of. And I think that there's I just pray real hard that she doesn't sign any contracts or anything like that. Like it killed me. It killed me that she, even in one of her videos, she's like, I got contacted to like be in Squid Games too. And I'm like, girl, no, you didn't. No, you, you didn't. No, you didn't. And it's not necessarily like you are lying. Like I believe that you believe that it's true, but those people are lying to you, right? The real life version, maybe. Oh God. Yikes. She doesn't understand how casting works. I agree. It's um most likely not a producer that you're talking to. Yeah, it's just I see it as people who want to take advantage of her, and that's unfortunate. Um, and then also, I think that she, I don't know, I just don't think she's handling like the backlash like the best. Now I just sound like an apologist, honestly, but everything that I've seen, it's just, it's just real weird, It's just real weird. Like the people who like she stayed in a hotel one night and it looked like a nice hotel, right? And there are people who are like, "Oh my gosh, like this is so horrible." And it's like, "Well, what do you like if she's doing well on YouTube, like what do you expect her to do? Do you want her to stay homeless? Like what do you want?" Doesn't really make sense. But then again, of course, I'm like, to kind of be on the side of that as well. I'm like, "Girl, why you could have just stayed at like a I don't know, like a fucking Embassy Suites or something. You don't gotta go to a fucking luxury hotel. Save you money." So I'm gonna have to look more and try to see, why people think that she is a scammer. And then also like try to see it from like their point of view. And then go through like her comment section and try to find like a positive comment because I tried to the other day and it was really, really hard to really hard to do that. She's really pretty and people fell for it. Yeah, she's really pretty. She's gorgeous. She's very pretty, like soft spoken, and um, I think people, really felt bad for her, and she kind of like tugged at the heartstrings, and it's like, damn girl, like I've been down on like I've been down bad too. Like I get it. You wanna help them, right? And I don't know like if she like really knowingly did like was taking advantage of that, but I don't want to say she's like just homeless for views because that's fucked up. Motel 6 was my family's jam in the 90s. Yeah. Radiant Brit has been talking about her lately. It's very interesting. Yeah, like I said, I watched some videos about her, and then I've been watching her videos as well. I haven't watched Radiant Brit's videos. I watched just like a few people's videos, but like I said, I want to like come to my own conclusion because I mean that's yeah, I don't want to be like swayed by other people. Okay, I'm gonna go potty real quick because my bladder is about to explode. Y'all enjoy this boy. Can you take over for a second? He said, "Ugh, if I have to." Okay, one moment. Oh, you look so cute. I'm just gonna go potty. Look, I'm left, y'all, unattended. That's so rude. Yeah. Manager, you're in charge. Leaves immediately. Yeah. Yeah, he went to go get water. That makes me so mad when people take advantage of others when they are down. Unfortunately, an old friend of mine had a miscarriage and she, quote, started a Trinont business like 2 weeks later. That is awful. Yikes. I just watched Marky's video about her yesterday. She is a scammer. Who's Marky? What's a Marky? I do not know. What is a Marky? Oh, yay. Ethan finished editing a video, so that means I can post it right now. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Let me download that. Yeah, it's interesting that like I really only it seems like, you know, small good job, William. Really only seems like smaller YouTubers are covering it. Very strange. 1 second. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just closing the door. I'm just closing the door. Can we go by scratches? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Are you the sweetest boy in the world? Yes, you are. Okay. All right. Yeah, what's a Marky? Marky all in with Ari. Yeah, and then people being like, "Oh, well, why is she, you know, why is her name Ronnie? Is she trans?" And it's like, are you an idiot? Have you not heard of an androgynous name? I've known 3 or 4 people named Ronnie. Um, one of them, their name's actually Veronica. That's what I thought hers was. And then, because that's her legal or was her legal name. Allegedly, she legally got it changed. But that was rude, barping. But then I know a few ladies whose legal name is Ronnie, and then they're named after their dad, which I think is so cute. Androgynous names are the best. There's a few people in my, a few people that I know who have a few guys in my life who have androgynous names. Tony dated a girl named Tony. Tony with an I. I guess her full name was Antoinette, which I love. A lot of this is because her child abuse issues of her son, the fact that she stays in 5-star hotels, and the fact that she still has her GoFundMe up. And I agree. Go watch Marky's video. Okay, I definitely will. Scott Schaefer, that's the guy that I watched. I liked, from what I saw, I liked his takes. But yeah. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. I go by Mac. I'm late. Who are we discussing? We were talking about a YouTuber, All In with Ari, and she, people think she's a scammer. This Madcasters guy has some stuff on her. Yeah, I saw that as well, and then I saw that like wasn't getting a lot of views, which I'm sad. I feel like Madcaster has done like good videos in the past. I want him to do good, you know, and especially because like he's, been, I don't want to say like co-signed, but I mean he's been like, he's gotten like the seal of approval by, like Sloan and what's his face, Rich Lux. By Richard Luxury. Did I ever tell him that I'm going to start calling him that? I don't think I did. I was supposed to FaceTime with him today, or talk to him today, but I was like, I don't think I'm going to have time. I was like, I don't think I'm going to have time. Because I was supposed to be home by like 2 and filming by like 3, and then it's 5:16 and I'm still not like filming. But the good thing is that tonight is going to be a late night, I think. Tony just started a new series, I believe. Pretty sure it's what he was doing when I walked by. So I think that it'll be like a night that I'm able to like stay up and film. Those are my favorites. I saw Radiant Brent did a video on her too. Yup, she did. Just a hot take there. It's unfortunate. What's unfortunate? I think it's harder for middle-aged dudes to get the same traction as younger, beautiful people. Possibly. Yeah. Possibly. I feel like you're more inclined to watch people who are maybe around like your same age range typically. And don't get me wrong, I mean, Peter Mon is 19 years older than me, and I watch his videos multiple times a week, and I love him so much. But yeah, I feel like you're more inclined to watch people that like are around the same age as you. What do you think of House of Dragon so far? Love it so freaking much. Tony can't watch House of Dragon yet, though. He has to wait until next week. I think next Tuesday we're going to make like a whole day of it. So he's going to watch the first 3 episodes, and I am going to print out, because he's like real bad with names, and I'm obviously way too obsessed with that show and Game of Thrones and the whole anthology. So I told him I'm going to print him out like a map of like each character and like how they're like related to each other or like not related, and what their names are and all that. I'm quite excited. And he looked excited too. Peter's a sweetheart. I love his video about his grandma. Yeah, I love him so much. I'm over 50 and I watch a lot of younger creators. But I do love Peter Mon. Peter Mon's amazing. I need someone to do that for me. It's one of the many benefits of having a wife that is a complete and utter fudging nerd. Hey, babe. Don't say anything. I'm live streaming.
My bad. But you said "Hey, babe" to me.
I know, but I felt your presence.
Yeah,
so I was
you heard me walking by your door.
Yeah, I felt it.
Come in.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you before you say anything incriminating that's going to get us canceled.
Look at that tail.
A wagon? Oh, wagon! You excited to see your dad? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's not nice. You don't have that reaction for me. Y'all can't even see it because he's just moving so fast. Oh, he's a hi, Dad. That's so nice. That's just so nice. My goodness. Pepperoni Tony.
Pepperoni.
I don't.
Pepperoni.
No pepperoni.
You want to see a shirt?
Okay.
Mine.
Bend down. No, not like that. Like do a squat.
Tail is going.
You can buy this shirt at Tony. Now let's just see your butt. At theselfishsuarezes.com. There's just too much going on around me right now. I need both of you.
You called me in.
Yeah, because I love you. I'm trying to get you to whistle again for me.
I'm in the hunt for a PS2. Anybody got a PS2?
Why?
I want a PS2.
For why though?
Play Need for Speed Underground.
Isn't that old?
Yeah. The nostalgia.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go look for one.
Like you're leaving the house to go hunt one down right now, or what do you? You gonna go?
A retro game store over here.
Where's that?
Right across the street.
That's not nice. I want to go, but I have to work. Ugh. Just kidding. I love you guys. Please don't unsubscribe. Please subscribe from like 75 different other accounts so that Tony can buy all the retro games, guys.
What do you have on your face?
Don't talk about it.
You're still trying to treat that thing?
You are so sassy. You're lucky you're so pretty. Okay, love you. Drive safe. My lord. Anyways, I used to have a PS2. PS2 is very nostalgic. eBay. You guys are so cute. Thanks. Huh. I always try to tell him, I love that when he didn't squat enough. Yeah. Yeah, he's just the best. Yeah, I always try to like notify him when I'm live. And I've even told him before I want to have a sign, like maybe in our next house when I actually have like a studio. There would be like dream. This probably won't be in the next house, maybe in like the next house. To have like a little like alcove, like a little nook, like next to the door of like my office. And actually, yeah, this seems more feasible for the next house, but a little like nook on the outside of like the studio or office, whatever you want to call it, door. And I'll have like a little sign in there, like a little built-in, and it'll say on air. I love that. I love it so much. And I told him before, I was like, I could just like I could just drill a hole. And he's like, no, you do not drill things. He's like, we're not doing that. He's like, next house, yes, this house, no. So I always try to tell him whenever I'm live, because I feel like he needs to know, so he's being respectful of my time and all that. It's actually something we were like working on, not we, but like I was working on in therapy this week. Because I was like, I find myself getting like so annoyed when I'm like working and like in the zone and all that. And then like I'm like interrupted by him like asking me to do something. And I was like, I just get so annoyed and like I don't like, it's not a big deal. I was like, I don't know why. And so we were like talking about that and like working through it. And so my therapist was like, well, do you respect your own like time schedule? And I was like, no, not really. And she's like, okay, well then why would you expect anyone else to? And I was like, oh shit, okay. So last night, Tony and I were like working on, not working, but like talking about that. And he was like, yeah, if you tell me when you're working, like I'm not going to bother you. I was like, oh, okay. So it made a point of just communicating like our schedules better and like what we want to do and all that. So yeah. And today we did get to spend some time together, which was great. And we even like talked about it more. So that's good. That's good. Made me very happy. Your haters are gonna clip that sentence. Which one? which one? Me begging y'all to subscribe from a billion different accounts. It's obviously a joke. I have Sega, Genesis, N64, and Nintendo, but no PS2. Oh, girl. We have whatchamacallit, the N64, and we took it on vacation, and we had it set up because this family vacation that we did this year, instead of like being in one, which I loved it, but instead of being in one big house, we did it to where we were in like separate like units in like the same complex. It's actually where my parents used to have a place down there, and it was awesome. Like it just felt like we were like home, and it made me so freaking happy. However, in our unit, it was me and Tony and my brother and my sister-in-law Taylor, my best friend, and we had the N64 set up, and we were playing Mario Kart like every day and every night, and it was my favorite. Obviously, we were like out on the beach and like interacting with our family, but it was so much fun. Nothing like getting high and playing Mario Party. All right, that's my favorite. Oh, thank you, Storm, for becoming a member. Wait, someone made a good point. Where is it? If we can get notified when you're live on our phones, why can't he? That's a really good. It's actually a really good point. Yeah, I mean, Tony's subscribed to my channel, but I mean, he's like right there, so I could just tell him, you know. Yeah, I usually like text him though too, and just be like, "I'm live, just so you know." So, yeah. And it's not like Tony ever says anything incriminating. Like, and I saw a comment once that were like, why do you tell him that? Like, what do y'all say like when you're not live? And I'm like, no, I just don't want him to yell out something like, hey, do you want to? Yeah, I don't, because that happens quite frequently where we will like yell from across the house and be like, hey, you want to do this? So yeah, or you know, saying anything personal as well. I mean, I have tried very hard to respect you know, our personal life and our family's personal lives and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very, very importante. Oh my lord. My partner and I both. Oh wait, no, I want to go back to that. Where is it? Where is it? Sega Semi. Boom, boop, boop. Just watching your videos reportedly like that hate comment suggested. Oh, rewatching your own videos. Yeah, that diet like it doesn't. Isn't that funny though? Like people will say like that they. I don't know. It's just they'll try to act like they know what they're talking about, but then it's like, hey, that's actually not how that works. And like, you're just lying. It's like, no, that's not true. I wanted to do a video like or like test like do a video like testing that theory and like proving that it doesn't work. And so I watched one of my videos over and over and over and over again. This was years and years, literally years ago. And it was one I had it on unlisted too. So it was only me watching it. So I was able to, you know, count it. But yeah, that's not how that works. Like YouTube, like it's weird. It like registers it, not registers, but it like picks up like, oh, okay, this person's just watching this over and over again. Like this shouldn't count as like multiple views. It's not. Now, if I like back to back to back, right now, if I go and you know watch someone else's videos, you know, like maybe once a week, like the same video like like there are a lot of times I'll rewatch, you know, Danny Gonzalez videos, Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor, especially Danny Gonzalez. I watch his videos like over and over and over. Not like that, but yeah. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting when people are like, yeah, well, this. And it's like, that's not how that works. Like, that's not true. Anyways. Yeah. So just no TV that works with them. You know what game I used to love? Oh my God. I was obsessed because I had a GameCube in my bedroom when I was younger. And I loved the game Pikmin. And I saw like a commercial and it had the little Pikmin guys in it. And I was like, oh my God, what? And I didn't know it was like a game still. I need to download it for my computer because I actually shouldn't. I actually shouldn't download it for my computer because I will watch it or I will play it nonstop. So I shouldn't do that, actually. I love watching your facial expressions during this conversation. Yeah. Boundaries are for everyone, including yourself. That's the hardest for me. Yeah. And I think it was a really good conversation that we had. Like me, obviously me and Tony, but more so me and my therapist, actually, too. She really helps me get helps like me come to the conclusion and like helps me talk it out like with myself and it's just really helpful. I love it. My partner and I both have, that's what I wanted to see. Sade, thank you. Sadie, I'm sure that's how you pronounce her name, not Sade. I'm dumb. My partner and I both have ADHD and constant distractions. Yeah, Tony doesn't, but like I do. But yeah. YouTube doesn't count the creator's views. Correct. Yeah. And it's just also really funny because it's like, girl, you think I like those are the only views I get are from my own views? Like what? That would take so like watching my own videos would have to be my full-time job if that was the case. Like that'd be crazy. There's mobile Pikmin game. It's kind of like Pokemon Go. Stop. I can't. I know myself. I can't download it. It'll be bad. It'll be really bad. Yikes. Yep, I did, but I would like Cece's opinion. On what? Love you, but off topic. Lord. Based on the Chrisley lawsuit update, it seems that KJ allegations may have something to do with the IRS investigation. I know she's awful, but what about a video update? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I think making like too many videos about that necessarily, like I don't know. Meh. Based on the laws update, seems like the KJ allegations may have something to do with the IRS investigation. Okay, so you're saying she might have caused the IRS investigation? I mean, if they were like found guilty, I don't know. That's I didn't know about that, so I'd have to look more into it. Really, I really don't know too much about the Chrisley case, so I'd have to like look a lot more into it. But the one that I know more about is the 7M one because I was gonna do videos about them as well when it first started happening, and then I just got sidetracked and didn't. And I even had people messaging me being like, "Without a Crystal Ball is doing videos on this," and it's awful because she's ridiculous and whatever. So like, please, can you do videos on it? Like the people who were talking to her like need to have someone better to talk to. And I was like, oh shit. Rosano's wifey, thank you so much for your super chat. That's so kind of you. She said, are you going to be doing any more podcasts? I am literally obsessed. Yes, I am. I will hopefully be able to bring back like at least 2 of them this month. And after some things and some feedback and planning and all that stuff with my manager, we were talking about how like I shouldn't just stick to doing like one series at a time, because then what if like a really good case or like really good, new thing happens, then, I should be able to, talk about it instead of being stuck in like one series. So I don't think I'm going to do like the like series type of thing I've been doing so far, especially because I can get like burnt out with that. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. And there's a couple, like, crazy ones that I have, and it's not just, like, true crime related too, it's, like, any, like, weird ass rabbit hole that I fall down that is, like, so interesting, or even that Tony falls down, because a lot of times he'll stay up super late and go down, like, a YouTube rabbit hole, and then, um, I'll, like, ask him the next day, I'm like, "Alright, so what time do you go to bed?" And he's like, "Oh, 4 AM," and I'm like, "Okay, what rabbit hole did you go down?" And that's actually what, like, inspired the name of the podcast too, because then we'll like explain it to each other and and like and like lead each other like down the rabbit hole, and it's really funny. He has such a rough life, like, my lord. He got to see our neighbor yesterday. He loves her so much, his Aunt Brandy, and he was so excited. We were like getting something out of the car, and she came home from work, and she looked so cute in her, like, work pants, and her, like, she, like, had on a necklace with, like, the shirt, and then her hair was up in, like, a high bun, and I was like, "Oh my god, Lowe's, like, look at your work outfit." It's like, "What is this, 2019?" Like, reminded me of what I would wear at work in, like, 2019. It was adorable before, like, craziness ensued. She's like, "Yeah, I actually went to the office for once." It's like, "I don't blame you." Anyways, so yeah, he got to see her yesterday, and he is just he just lives the best life, honestly. Um, yeah, IP addresses maybe. What are you talking about? IP addresses? What? Andrea, what? What's with IP addresses? I use VPN. Fancy. All right. I love Danny's videos, and I learned about him from you calling him out as a favorite. Yeah, he's my absolute favorite. Scheduling is hard when you have ADHD. Absolutely. We're so influenced by our moods, that we want to harness inspiration and concentrate when it comes. Exactly, Mary. You get it. Like, that's like I batch film. And I've talked about this so many times. Like, I batch film when I have the that like manic energy. And yes, it's okay for me to call it manic. It's like what people with ADHD like call like the fucking roller coaster. So it's okay that I call it that. Yeah, like I gotta fucking harness that and like use that to like get shit done. And then when I'm in like a more calm, like the downtrend, then I'll use that to, try to research or stuff like that. Because I still am very easily like hyper fixated on things, even if I don't have like that like manic energy. Anyways, um, are you gonna do more? Yeah, girl, I am. Okay, you had asked that again. That was when you were talking to Tony. I'm sorry, I'm like behind on the on the chat now. Bum bum bum. That's a sign of a good therapist. I agree. Oh, Sheila, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I like love the fact that um that YouTube like lets people do that now. It's so cool. I love it. I also saw that now I saw I maybe I don't have access to it yet. Maybe it's just in beta, but I saw on like a few people's channels, and it was like smaller channels too. I saw that you can like put kind of like your commenting like rules basically, and like I love it. And some people have it like actually like 1 blah blah, 2 blah blah, 3 blah blah. And I saw someone today that it said something funny, kind of like just like be respectful, don't be a dick basically. And I was like, I love that so much. Like, wow. Amazing. Any thoughts on the Gabby Hanna situation since your video? Yeah, there have been a lot more people who are like, yeah, she's just faking it. And I don't know. I still do think that that she's, having an episode whether it's, you know, a psychotic episode or a, you know, manic episode. I mean, I can say all day, what's the difference? But I mean, there is a difference. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. And that's it. Based on the readings of Emily D. Baker and me reading, it seems that the IRS relied on suggestions from the public and mentioned something about online streams. I was just wondering, but I understand you. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, even if it was like anonymous tips or like someone said something and then they were like, okay, well, we should look into this. I mean, that like still, you know, I mean, if what happened was true and it seems like, you know, it was, I guess, I don't know. Again, I'm not like super up to date on that one or what like the ruling was or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's not like Katie Joy like planted evidence, you know, like if that was the truth, then okay, you know, I don't know. Weird. I love variety. It keeps things inspiring. I agree. Robert Shin is the worst, and 7M is truly concerning. It's a story that deserves better commentary. Yep. I said that last night in Charlotte on the Web's live stream. I was like, listen, I don't like him, and I don't like, you know, the whole thing. Like, I don't like that organization. Like, yes, I do believe that it is a cult. However, like it just like her reporting of it is just awful. And just like oof, yikes, y'all. It was weird. We watched that in Charlotte on the Web's live stream last night. We watched the video where Katie Joy like accused like the first one, maybe not first one, but like the main one, basically, where she accuses them of sex trafficking. And it's crazy like what she describes something. She's like, they can't do this or they do this. And that's trafficking. That, you know, these trafficking is people, blah, blah. And then she like says again that it's sex trafficking. And it's wild because what she explained before, like what she laid out, is undue influence. That isn't sex trafficking. Like those are two different things. And it was just really, it was weird. And there wasn't an allegedly in sight. It was wild. Just, you know, taking a lot of anecdotal evidence as fact, and it's pretty crazy. But hey, I mean, I guess that you know, that makes your content much more interesting and much more salacious if you're just going to take everything that someone says or an anonymous source or whoever, you know, says as a fact. Which I said this as well in the live stream. I was like, I always thought it was weird how like she got like, what am I trying to say? How she always like had a source close to whatever, like she, you know, talked to this person or that person. Like I always thought it was so weird because the way I saw it, I was like, oh, like they come to her, because that's how it happens with me. Mostly all my sources, when it comes to, you know, someone close to a situation, they present themselves to me because I'm already talking about it, or, you know, they want me to talk about it, right? And with her, and again, this is just my opinion, I don't think that that's the case. I think that she, just like from what I've seen her do and how I've seen her act, like I think that she goes and like finds these people and then like gets them to talk to her. It's weird. Which, like, okay, sure, like, yes, that's what, you know, reporters and investigative journalists do and all that, but it's like, ugh. Yeah. It's easy to have close-up sources when you make them up. Oh my god. Your hair looks amazing. Do you just get it done? Yeah, I did. I've also been mixing in some Fanola products as well. I didn't know who Robert Shin was, so I Googled him. Lots of outlets are reporting his church and company being cult-like and very unethical. Why did KJ get in trouble for it? Because she said or accused him of sex trafficking. That was actually Mary that was brought up in the like the first hearing for it, basically. And and that's what her lawyer said too. They're like, all of these other publications are talking about it. Why is she the only one that they're suing? And their lawyer, or the judge, I can't remember which one, was like, because no one else got on a live stream and accused them of sex trafficking. Like, no one else did that. You did that. Wild. And no one else went like straight to their sponsors, allegedly, and like tried to urge them like not to work with them. And she did do that, right? Or incited that. Please don't ever go after people's sponsors, ever. Ever. Please don't do that. Please, please, please. Like, you can, that is, yeah, you can get sued for that. Be smart. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I love how you interact with your husband. So sweet. I saw a picture you posted of you and him, and oh my Lord, you guys are absolutely stunning. Thank you. That's very sweet. What are Fanola products? You mentioned them a lot. Where do you get them? At fanola.com or salonguys.com. They are professional products that are amazing, and I love them. Their no yellow shampoo, which realistically it's their no yellow or vegan no yellow shampoo, because it's like that one's better for like fine hair or thin hair, or not. I mean, my hair's not thin, but like, anyways, that one's better for my hair, because just the normal no yellow shampoo from Fanola will like turn my hair purple. I don't want that. So the other one is a lot better for me. But yeah, I like them a lot. They're amazing. And I am an affiliate with them. So if you would like to save 10%, is it 10%, 15%? I don't know. It's in my description box. If you would like to save monies on that. And make sure that if you get it from Amazon, that it's actually from Salon Guys. Because if it's not, then it is fake. And that has actually happened to a few people. They're like, you said I should buy this, and then I bought it, and it smelled bad. And I was like, well, where'd you get it from? And they're like, well, from Amazon. I was like, okay, go look at it. Did you get it from like the salon, like from the Salon Guys Amazon store? And they're like, no. And I was like, that means it's fake. That sucks, but that means it's fake. So that's why, I mean, yeah, I know Amazon's like super easy, but that's why I just get it directly from the Fanola website instead. I used to get it directly from the Salon Guys one, but I just get it directly from Fanola. It's pretty fast too when it ships, which is awesome, because I am an impatient woman. I am very impatient. I ordered it and I want it now. All right. Boop. Where's Jessie Lee been at? Getting new teeth and losing a bunch of weight. She's lost a lot of weight. And I feel like she's been like self-tanning a lot too, which good for you. But that woman went into a goddamn chrysalis and transformed, came out a completely different creature. But yeah, it's really like legit looks like a different person. Which, hey, if that's what she wants to look like, good for her. Awesome. But yeah, she's been still, doing her thing. I haven't just been, making videos about her just because we all needed a break. That woman is insufferable. And I just listen. Yeah. It's really hard for me to like watch a video of her. And if I put her in a video, I'll have to watch her twice. Once when I'm doing the like actually filming the video, and then another time when I'm reviewing it after Ethan edits it. And it's just, I don't even want to watch her once, So to watch her twice is just awful. Like I saw a training that she had posted, and I was like, "You know what? Let me look at this. Let me go ahead. Let me get on there. Let me see if this one's, like, worth making a video about." And I'm not joking, I was on the bike, it was yesterday, and I got through maybe 5 minutes of the video, not even, because I was just like, "This is awful. Like, this is so dumb." And I feel like that's all I'd be saying in the video, is just like, "This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you really think this is like, this information is, like, so groundbreaking and revolutionary? Like, no. It is absolutely not." Uh-oh, some of that, like, came off. What the hell? Yeah. It's shocking how stress can age someone. Jessie Lee is only a year older than me. My jaw dropped after watching a lot of Erin's videos. I worry for her mental state. Worry for Jessie Lee's mental state or for um Erin's mental state? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's yeah, yikes. It's just yikes is what it is. And she seems like she's happy. I just can't imagine, like, having, like, your job be, like, that much, you know? Like, yikes. Uh-oh, Tony's home. We're about to see if he got a PS2. If he did, he better have gotten a fucking second player controller. Because if not, I'm gonna smash that shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Shit, she's 34? She's only 3 years older than me? God damn. Oof. That is yikes. But you know what? Hey, some people just look older. That's okay. And then some people look younger. I mean, I think I look younger than 31. You look how you look, you know? I think she looks younger now than she used to, though. Like, if you see a video of her when she, like, just got into network marketing and she was, like, 24, she looked much older. Oh my god, I cannot stand when my top lash on this one gets stuck to a bottom lash. It makes me want to cut off all my eyelashes, honestly. Like, it's really annoying. Yep, already happening again. That is so maybe I can, like, pluck out the eyelashes on the bottom over here. That's drastic, Chelsea. You probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it, actually. Pretty sure I'm gonna do it. It's like a bad version of Jessie J. Oh, I don't even think that compares. When she's calm, she looks younger. Yeah, don't pluck your lashes. Listen, I just get so frustrated. Plucking lashes hurts. I mean, I've done it before. I've done it before. It's really just like this one that it happens to, and it's so annoying. I won't do it on camera, don't worry. Curl them down. I don't even know what that means. I don't even have a curler, an eyelash curler. Isn't that wild? I don't have one of those. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pluck that out. Fuck you, little eyelash. Okay. Fucking lashes hurt so bad when they're. I've never understood eyelash curlers. Yeah, my lashes like go up anyways, you know. So I know I said I'm gonna wait. I can't do it. I have to do it now. Did it. It didn't really hurt. But also, don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna do this one too. Yep. Okay. Yay! I did it. Watch, it's gonna it's gonna happen again still, isn't it? No, yay! I did it. Perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely the type of person that like, and I've said this before, but if there's like a strand of hair that's like pissing me off that's up here, I'll just rip it out. Or like if I'm putting on a bald cap and like my like sideburns right here or like getting in the way, I will just shave that shit off. Or like the back of my neck. Absolutely. I just don't care. Yeah. Or like shaving off my eyebrows from like here over because I wanted to like make them look different. Yeah. Yeah. She should totally block you. I can't even see what that person said. And we're waiting to hear. Did you get it?
No. Here's one up there. I'm not spending $130 on one.
Yeah. That's not good.
So, search continues.
He's very excited that you're home.
It's a cool little shop, though.
Yeah, well, please don't say where it is.
Let me give you the GPS coordinates.
Well, because you said it is close to our house, so.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain it earlier. I was like, just so you know, guys, when I say like, don't say anything incriminating, it's not like me and Tony like say bad stuff. It's just because I don't want them to hear you be like, hey, want to boink or something like that. Oh my God, forehead kisses. That is so nice. Oh my gosh. Frito Paul forehead kisses. Wiggum, you're so nice to him. Why don't you love me that much?
I think I'm gonna. Oh, and what's his? Sam said that he might have his still in his room, so he's gonna just give it to me. He goes home and finds it.
That's nice.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's so nice. Look at you, buddy. Look at you.
I'm gonna cut the grass real quick.
Okay. I am almost done. Okay, I'm almost done with this, and then I'm gonna film 2 videos. Okay?
Okay. Easier.
Okay. I love you. Close the door. Thank you. What was that? You want to get back up there? Cute. The store is in Florida. Yeah. Wait, where can I get the shirt that he's wearing? At theselfishsuarez's.com. And there's a bunch of colors. Make sure, y'all, that you do like always read the description of the of like the stuff on my website though, too, if like my merch and stuff, if you are gonna buy it, because like that shirt does like run a little smidge bit smaller. So if you want it to be like a little bit loose, like a little bit looser, like Tony's, then, or if you have like giant arms, then make sure that you order accordingly, okay? Because I cannot be held responsible if you don't read that and then you get yourself the wrong size. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. And I will have like better, I mean, my merch options are like fine right now and the quality is really good, but I will have like better merch stuff probably in like better for me, because yeah, and like probably like next year sometime. It's just, listen, it's hard to get stuff that like is like super easy but then also like doesn't cost a fudging fortune to ship overseas, but like is also good quality. Like most YouTubers, especially small YouTubers, use Teespring because it's already integrated with YouTube, but they don't have good quality in my opinion, and they don't have a lot of options. So I stopped using them and started using a different one that I was actually able to like host on my own website. And with that one though, like I have like a wallet in there, and I like every month like put a certain amount of money into it, and then y'all order, and then like I'm paying for it to obviously like be made and shipped and all that, and then I get like the difference or the profit. Obviously, that's how, money works. But with like Teespring, what happens is I just get like a commission basically. Like I don't have to pay anything up front, and you just buy it and then they just give me the profit. So, yeah. It is at times frustrating because I want it to be good quality, but then I also I don't want to have to pay as much, and I want it to be like easier, and I want to be able to ship overseas and out of the US, but shipping out of the US with my current merch provider is so fucking expensive. Like so incredibly expensive. It is ridiculous. Yeah, guys, just ignore trolls. Just ignore them. Let me see what this person's saying though. He said, does your carpet match the drapes? Obviously it fucking doesn't. My eyebrows are brown, dude. You think I would bleach my cooter? That would be so harmful. Like to my vision. So no. What else? Is this at least entertaining? Dawn and Jess. Yeah, I am having a good afternoon. Thank you for asking. Our dogs are obsessed with my husband. Kennel and sheep. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. I don't think you're as important as you'd hope you'd be. Matching. What a loser. Oh, Lord. Anyways, thanks for the answer. Much appreciated. Well, you'll never see it, so it's the least I can do. You know what I hate is when this gets like gunky, I think people were just trying to look out and bring it to Chelsea's attention. I get that we shouldn't egg them on. Yeah. Oh. Who's her? That's funny. Yeah, I am gonna hide the person from my channel though. Wanting to start a channel, recommend starting equipment. If you have a new iPhone or a newer iPhone that shoots in 4K, or even if it doesn't, just use that. Oh my God. Yeah, that, and then I actually am like coming out with a video after I hit 100,000 subscribers, but I already have it filmed. It's actually like my third time trying to film it because each time it's like 4 hours of footage, and it's so annoying. It is so annoying. But I want to put out that it's like a creator Q&A, and it goes over like all of that just so that y'all have a place to reference. And it's all about like YouTube and how to get started, and all the questions that y'all have asked me over time. So yeah. It's such a long video because I go into like everything. But yeah, people, always ask YouTubers, well, what do you use? You don't need to start out with what I have. I mean, it's not gatekeeping. Like, sure, I'll tell you, but it's like, you're just starting out. You don't need a $500 or $600 or really $800 like audio setup. Like my entire setup, lights, camera, action, audio, computer, like all the cords and shit, and like every little tiny thing. And like if we were to add everything up, I mean, my whole setup's probably like $4,000. Did I buy it all together? No. I, upgraded over time. I started out with no microphone. Didn't have a mic for a long ass time. It was like the last thing I got because I'm a big old dummy. And I got a camera off of Amazon, I think it was. And yeah. So just start. Just do that. Just start. Your first few videos are all going to suck ass. That's what happens. Everyone's first videos suck. Whether you're not comfortable in front of the camera, or, your lighting sucks, or your audio sucks, or it's just like too long of a video and it like drags on. Either way, it's going to suck ass. Like, unless you're like a celebrity or something and like know anything about all this, or like have people helping you, just do it. Just start, get those shitty videos out of the way. And yeah. Also, do not, that's weird. Do not come, and I'm not saying that's what this person's doing, but don't come onto someone else's channel and promote your channel. That is a huge no-no in the YouTube space. Extremely huge no-no. That is very tacky, and that is a good way to never, ever get recognized by people. Yeah. Good advice. Just do it. Yeah. Just fucking start. Stop making, excuses of why, you shouldn't do it, or why, you have to wait. You don't have to wait. Create the channel. Make a separate Google account for it. Create your channel. Do like your profile picture. Make sure, it's like just a picture of you, and like you can like see your face in it. And like mine looks like a professional picture. I took that shit right here. And yes, like I took it with my camera, but you can also take it with your iPhone or your phone, whatever. I just want to know about editing software. Looking forward to 100K. Yeah, I talk about that a little bit as well. I use Final Cut Pro for editing, and you don't have to do that. And I'll be making a like a long ass blog post about all this too, so I have something to like send y'all to. Like, obviously, yes, the video too, but I'll have like links and all that as well. And so I'll share like with you like what's good for like beginners, and like what's like super cheap, and like the best way to like start out so that you're not spending all this money on something. And then from there, like a like moderate like setup or whatever, and then like a expensive one. Even sometimes like for like the like expensive one, like I don't even like I don't even have that. Like there's the next camera I want to upgrade to is the Sony A7 III or something like that. Something like that, I think. And it's just like the body of the camera, like without a lens, is like $3,000. More actually. And then the lens is like $1,000. And I saw it today at Best Buy and I was like, that sucks. I was like, all right, so I'm not getting that for a while. But yeah. Plus, I mean, with my video quality is fine and my audio is good. So I don't really have like a need to do that. Editing is my biggest worry. I've been using blah, blah. For anyone trying to find a good editor that's free, I use DaVinci Resolve. iMovie is free too if you have Apple products. Yeah, that's just so rude. What's rude? What? What app do you use? For what? What? I use Final Cut Pro. I think you might be behind talking with Rain. I think they're a little bit behind in the live stream. Now that someone like mentioned that before, I was like, oh my God. So I guess like when I'm watching a live stream, I need to like always make sure that I'm like caught up on it. So, and I was like, I didn't realize that. Turn on live chat instead of top chat. Mine is on live chat. But if someone's commenting right now, even though they're like behind, you know, like even though they're behind in the video, it'll still show up right now. I learned that a couple weeks ago and it's been a game changer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on live chat and then I like always now make sure that it's like yeah. That comment was for oh, okay. Sorry. I did not know that. Yeah. So why would people do that on Mixer and Twitch? It's like, why? Yeah, it's definitely I see YouTubers advertising each other. I mean, yeah, I mean if you're like friends, yeah. I mean, like I tell y'all to like people I like and who, if I, like someone's content and like we have like a, that relationship, or even if we don't, then I'll be, I'll say like, yeah, I love this one. Like go, subscribe to them and like support them. Um, like if I like a channel, yeah. But I know personally for me, if someone's like in my comment section or in, I had someone in my DMs once, like sending me their videos. And I was just like, and they like the way it was so fucking weird. Like the way they were messaging me, they were like, if you care about this, like you like trying to like almost like not even gaslight or like shame me into like watching their videos, but it was, or at least I read it. It was kind of funny because I like read it this way of like a clickbait title. Like they were trying to like clickbait me into like watching their video. And I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me. And then it got to the point where they were like, you have to share my video if you care about, this type of content. And it was like anti-MLM content. And I was like, no. How about I continue to ignore you and then block you because you're annoying as hell. Like goodbye. It was so weird. So weird. Yeah, I would rather just like watch what I want to watch, stick to myself, and not be fucking weird like that. Like, I mean, asking for like feedback is one thing. Oh my God, I cannot get this hair. Asking for feedback is one thing. Like, I get that, but like, don't assume that people are just gonna like watch your stuff, I found CC from Hannah Alonso. I love that. I'm sad about Hannah. I hope she comes back soon and is okay. She's fine. She's good. I promise. I was just thinking what happened to her. She's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, she just needed to take some time off. I promise she's okay. I've talked to her. She's good. Yeah, she doesn't want to have to like explain herself or anything. She doesn't need to. She just needed to take some time off. But yeah, she's doing wonderful, and I love her so much. And then there's me who's like, if I take time off, I like my channel will suffer. What was that? I just got a little notif. A little notify notif. Okay, well that was weird. Strange. Burnout is real. Yeah, it's definitely real. for sure. But that's why batch filming is like so helpful for me. Ooh, you're eating at Chick-fil-A? What are you getting? Hi from Ireland. Hello from Florida. What's wrong with Hannah? I love her videos. Nothing's wrong with her. She just needed to take time off. She's doing fine. She just didn't, and she just doesn't want to explain herself to anyone, which she doesn't have to. Ow. Oof, yikes. Mm-hmm. She said something on her community tab that has people hoping that she's okay. She's fine. I mean, she said on her community tab that she's fine. She just needed to take time off. And that is it. What's JCS? Who's that? I don't know who that is. No, yeah, nor does she need to explain. Exactly. Talking on their inside. I was behind. Oops. That's funny. That is hilarious. I guess I should put on like a gloss or something. I found CC through Hannah and Savannah through CC. Nice. The best true crime channel and interrogations. JCS Crime and Psychology. Ooh, sounds like I should watch them. That sounds fabulous. YouTubers shouldn't have to explain every aspect of their life. You aren't public property. I completely agree. Completely. Like I was wondering when so I was wondering when what's her face? Bailey Sarian was gonna come back to doing murder mystery and makeup Mondays. And so of course, when I'm wondering something like that, I will go to the creators community tab and see what's what, because that's where we as creators do updates, right? So if you're ever wondering anything, go to the community tab. But I saw that she like hadn't posted there in like a few months, and I was like, oh shit. And now she's just doing her dark history stuff. But with dark history, like it's like I can understand that. I mean, that shit is like that's like produced, you know? So I mean, she has like contracts for that, and so like she has to post it. And then with murder mystery and makeup, she doesn't. Like that's just her, you know, just her channel and everything. So she doesn't like have contracts with that, so she doesn't have that like obligation to post that. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely see like getting burnt out with all of that, especially like when you're going through like personal shit as well. Like she just went through, you know, her breakup, and that's got to be really hard, especially being, you know, a public figure. And I mean, she grew so fast, like so fast. But reading those comments was like, it was really sad. Like reading those and hearing people be like, or rather seeing people say things like, oh, I guess she's not coming back, like she's just taking all that money and blah blah. And it's like, what do you mean taking money? Like she didn't take money from you. Like she took time from you maybe, but like did she really take it, or did you offer it up because you enjoyed her content and watched it? Like come on, people are so weird. And people being like, you have to do this, like this is your job. It's like, no, she doesn't at all. Like yeah, she earns that. She worked so freaking hard, and I think it's good to pivot, and I think that her pivot that she's doing now is good. I think she's, you know, doing really well with it. I mean, dark history is doing really good. Like it's really really good. Oh my gosh, you can literally tell where I guess you can, but I can, where I shaved like all the way up to here. It's like short right here. Hard enough doing a mainstream job, having to put your happy face on no matter what you're going through. Yeah. I love your shorts and your TikToks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying to like really like amp that shit up as well. Sounds like a toxic boss, but we're family. No. It's crazy. I had no idea that Bailey Sarian went through a breakup. Didn't know why she kind of disappeared from the true crime stuff. Dark history is great, but I have to be in the mood for it. I agree with that as well. I like I there were a few of them that I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. But then like her last two, no, it was her last three were really, really good. Like they were really good. And I liked them. And that makes me happy for her. Makes me really happy for her. She can do whatever she wants to fucking wants. The audacity of people. Bailey said that Murder Mystery Makeup is coming back in September. I think she mentioned that in her Discord. That's awesome. Good. Yeah, I mean, I think she needed like time. But like more so than that, I think it's really great that with her podcast, like she can like they can maybe do like multiple episodes like in a row and then just have that like scheduled out. Um and yeah, I mean that's like really what you want to do for sure. Cuz it's all stuff that happened in the past, right? So it's not like you don't have to, I don't know. It's just nice. My dog cannot stop watching you. I love that your hair is so beautiful and shiny. Thank you. Just gonna, keep brushing it. I was watching one of her more gruesome videos while falling asleep last night, and I had to change it so I didn't have a nightmare. Oh my goodness, true crime stuff is so hard. It is. It's rough. It's very rough. I love Kendall Ray. That is who got me into watching YouTube all the time. Oh, I love that. The best comment of all time. How do I block you? That was so good. I loved that so much. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, the true crime shit is rough. It's really rough. I mean, look at me. I did, and not did. I have my, my podcast of Down a Rabbit Hole, and it's not necessarily a, true crime podcast. It's more of just like it's more of a fucking ADHD podcast of like, this is what I got hyper fixated on this week. Um, so yeah, I mean, I just think that's really interesting, and I think that's what I want to try to like get not away from. Like, yes, I still want to, do stuff like that. Cause I mean, it kind of still is like, that's kind of what it is anyways, is that I got hyper fixated on family annihilator cases. So that's why I did a bunch of them in a row. And then after like the last one, I was like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then, I switched to survivor stories. I did that one. And then a bunch of shit happened in my personal life. And I was like, okay, I gotta do something. Um, so yeah, I think it'll be better for like me personally to not do like the series like that the series concept that I was doing, and then like just doing like maybe like yeah, a survivor story here, a survivor story there, or um why Nikola Tesla wanted to stick his wiener in a pigeon and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's that. Um I already talking about rabbit holes, missing 411. Got hyperfixated on Bama Rush and sorority stuff like that and cruelty. Stick his wiener in a what now? Yeah, so there's that. And I'm also really excited. I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram. I should have shared it over here too, but on Instagram I had shared that we're bringing back the MLM horror stories, but we're bringing back the series but kind of like altering it a little bit to where it's not just MLM horror stories, it's scam stories because I really like that a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and bring that back out, but it's still MLMs, scams, in person shit, over the phone stuff, cult stories. It's just like scam stories. So the first one is about Amway, and it's so weird. And I filmed that yesterday, 2 days ago, and that'll come out next week. But it'll say like scam, like the title of it's going to be like scam stories number 26, I think, and it's just going to be like Amway. So I'm going to do that, and it's kind of like how like it's like a palate cleanser kind of, right? I mean, I think that's important, and um it's kind of like how My Favorite Murder does like their mini episode, like, or their mini-sode, and it's, you know, they're like, you tell us your hometown stories and stuff like that. So it's like, like I talk about scams all the time, so you tell me your scam story. So I posted that over on Instagram. So make sure that if you want to do a scam story submission, put that in the subject line, scam story submission, and then send it to CCsuarez at makeup. Nope, that's not it. CCsuarez makeup at gmail.com. And that is in the description box. And you'll just send that over to me. Try not to send me like a 4-page email. Please, for the love of God. You know, if you sent it like a week ago and, you know, I haven't put it in a video yet, or a month ago, please, please don't resend it. I'll like say that at the end of videos. My assistant's going to be the one who goes through them and does that, and like picks them out. Yeah. And one of the reasons I like would get so frustrated with doing MLM horror stories is just because I would read like 8 of them in one video. Like, it was awful. And I am dyslexic, and so when something isn't, and no offense to anyone, but like when something isn't like written well, or like it's like structured well, it's really hard for me to like read it out loud, and I would like trip over myself and just get really frustrated, and it would take me so long. And then like those videos like weren't getting like the views that I would want them to get for it to be like worth it for me to even spend time editing it, and they would take me so long to edit. And now, like, obviously I have an editor, and I think if I do like scam stories, it will be better. So yeah. And then eventually, how freaking cool would it be if I had like like an animator like animate like the story? How cool would that be? That's like one of my like dreams. I would love that. I think that would be so funny. Um so yeah. Do you fix it if it's not written well? Um I'll like sometimes I'll like autocorrect it in my head and like read it in like the correct way. Um yeah. An animator would be so much fun. Exactly. Yes, like Illuminati. Not necessarily like what she does, but more so like they would be not they wouldn't animate me necessarily, but like when I'm telling the story, instead of like seeing, you know, the email on the like me and the email on the screen, like I would have like an animator like animate out like the interactions. Like that is like being told in the story. I thought that would be really cool. Um, yeah, so there's that. So I'm really excited about it. Wait, Bailey and yeah, Fern. It's not Fran, it's Fern. Yeah, her and they broke up earlier this year, like a while back. She posted about it on um Twitter, I think, because people were like coming for him. And she was like, please don't do that. I'm really happy that she got to keep the dog though. That's like super important because she loves that dog so much. And like at first she didn't, and it was like his dog, but yeah. And she just moved into a new house too, which is awesome. Because I remember her saying that she like wasn't super happy with the like new house that they bought. Like once she got into it, which is sad. But it makes me so excited for her that she like was like starting super fresh and all that. So that's exciting. Would you be interested in stories about someone got scammed over the phone? Yeah, that counts. That's a scam. Sorry, late to the party. How are you, pretty girl? Wiggum looks comfy in the back. Yeah, he's upside down right now. You should only do it you feel like doing at any given time period, so your mental stays a Gucci. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah. And then with the one that I did yesterday, like I said, I only read 2 stories, and they were like long ones, but I only read 2, and I think it's gonna be good. Like I was excited, I liked it, and there wasn't that pressure of like I have to read all of these, and I was able to like be selective, and I don't know, I really liked that. So I'll have my assistant go through it and go through that specific folder. So again, if you do not put If you don't put the, scam story submission in the subject line, it will not be seen. It will not go into that folder that she will go into. So there's that, and then there was something else that I was gonna say. Also, please put in there if you only sign it with your initials. Don't, or if you just want to stay anonymous, don't put your full name or whatever, and then at the end be like, I want to stay anonymous, because then it's like, well, that's annoying, because now my editor has to go all the way back and take out your name. Yeah, either way, when I do that, I typically don't put I just I screenshot the story itself. I usually don't screenshot the thing, your closing or your opening. Not a scam, but I wasn't a cult. Does that count? Absolutely. Yes, that counts. That counts. That counts. That counts. Yes. I have a let me see scams. Ross screaming pivot. Yeah, as a little off topic, but do you like that guy that scams scammers? What's his face? What's his name? Kit Boga. He's a good one. Yeah, I like him. I went on a a rampage of watching all his videos, and then I stopped because I was just over it. But yeah, I've watched him, and then there's Palmer, whatever his face is, that everyone always tags me in his videos, and I'm like, guys, I've seen them. I know, like the video y'all are sending me, it's old. I saw that last year. My mom gave life to me. Does that sound like a scam? Basically. Cult stuff and Kit Boga is what led me to anti-MLM content. Yeah. I might cry it when you hit 100,000. I've been here since 20,000. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that so much. I get the scammer videos recommended me all the time, but I never actually watch them. Are they any good? Yeah, they're pretty funny. They're pretty hilarious. I like his videos a lot. Tony watched them too. He used to watch them all the time. Tony's definitely into watching streamers and stuff. Once we have a larger house, has said that he wants to get a gaming setup in his room, and I was like, Tony, are you gonna become a streamer? And he's like, no. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, he does not want to do that though. I don't blame him, honestly. Yeah. You know what? I feel like my under eye looks weird, so let's just hey, remember when I said I wasn't going to be on here for 2 hours and I wasn't going to do a lot of makeup? That was fun. I just poked myself in the eyeball. Lord. Okay. All right. I feel like I need to make a video on the downfall of Death Noodles as well, because that man, what the hell is he doing? He's also just not funny. And doesn't know how to pivot. That is a perfect example of that. Poor guy. Can't believe he tried to come for Peter Mon. I wonder what his normal demographic is. It has to be little boys, right? That sounded bad. I didn't mean it like that. I mean like immature people. But then again, it's his drama videos aren't bad. I've seen maybe one of them, honestly, so I'm probably not the best judge of of if they're bad or not. I don't know who Deaf Noodles is. Does she go here? I don't think she does. What's your favorite skincare cleanser and moisturizer? Probably something from Neutrogena. I thought you said you were going to make a video on Deaf Noodles, so I didn't go look anything about him and what's happening. Yeah, I am. It's just more shit keeps happening, and I'm just like, okay, well, now I have to wait. Now I have to wait. Now I have to wait. It's it's just really annoying. It's like, bud, can you just chill for like a week, please, so that I can get this video out? I've even thought about making a video on it. Yeah, it's been a pretty fast fall. I mean, it is really interesting. Like Peter Mon makes really good points about Deaf Noodles, like real good. And the like roast that he did. And he keeps saying that he's like a really good comedian. And it's like, buddy, I've seen your comedy now. Like that's not comedy. That's not good. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't think that he's funny at all. And every time I've watched him, it's like I tried to watch a few of his videos and they were just so cringy and not funny. And in my head, I'm like, who finds this funny? A new scandal to drown out the old. Oh, that's a good point. Stretch. What are your thoughts about Andrew Tate being banned from social media and his interviews about it? Will you be doing another video on him and why he deserves it? I will not be doing another video about him. However, I do think that he deserves it, and I think that he's trying to backpedal. I think he's a garbage human being, and I think it's interesting that like he got banned from all of these platforms when in reality he was only on Instagram and YouTube. Like he didn't have like actual like front facing, like he might have had like troll accounts, but he didn't have like front facing accounts on any of these other apps. So it's really interesting that it's like, oh well, we banned him, and it's like, did you though? And then also he like with TikTok, the what's like being shared so much and like the dangerous content on there is him, like the clips of him like being posted by these other accounts, which maybe they won't do that anymore because the only reason they were doing that was so that they could get traffic to their account and get people to sign up for the Hustlers University thing, which now has been taken down, which he's already planning a Hustlers University 3.0, which is truly wild. Yeah, I just think it's really interesting how he's like, I'm not being hateful, I love women, and oh, well, now they're just, like getting like banning me or they're canceling me, and it's like, yeah, for what you said. And like like these aren't like these are private companies. Like I mean, obviously, like most of them are like public, but like it's a company. Like you broke their rules, so yes, you're going to get banned. Like freedom of speech, of course, but not without consequences. Like you can go around saying that shit all you want, but and you might not be like arrested or whatever or have like real life like consequences like that, but like people are idiots. I just can't see them. People are like, "Oh my god, you're suppressing my freedom of speech." And it's like social media is like that doesn't exist. I mean, like yes, but not really. Especially if it's against the policies on the policies and procedures on the or terms of service, whatever. So Andrew Tate sucks. Yeah. Yeah, what was that noise? That sounded weird, huh? All right, so I am going to go potty again. Not that you need to know that, because I'm just super hydrated. And I am going to film. So I will see y'all later. I'm actually going to upload a video in like 30 minutes because Ethan just sent me over that video for today. So I will see y'all later. Or in like 30 minutes when I post that video. Yeah. So goodbye. Have a good rest of your day, your night, whatever. Bye. Goodbye. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, okay.